All right, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us today. We know this first webinar was a little late notice, so we appreciate those of you who are joining us, and we're pretty excited about our topic today. What we're really going to talk about today is how to get the most out of your IXN platform. With everything going on in the world, the crazy world today, there is a lot of need for working remote and being able to work from anywhere, work from your home, work from your office, or work from your phone, wherever. And so we put together this little webinar series to help our current customers, and those of you who are not customers of IXN, make sure you know what is all available to you and to your agents through our platform. We will be recording this webinar, so we'll be posting it on a YouTube channel like we do with all of our other webinars. And so for you to review later if you have to jump off or something like that for a call. And then also, please note that over on the right side, there's a chat. And feel free to chat as questions along the way as we go. We're going to try to keep this to 30 minutes. As far as our presentation, but we can go longer in answering questions if there's a lot of questions. There's also a little question section down below where you can ask some questions as well as we go. Let me introduce who is on the call today. So you have myself. I am Lasse Young. I am the Chief Revenue Officer here at IXN. If you've ever spoken to anyone in sales here at IXN, you've probably spoken with me. I take care of all of our brokerage clients and relationships. I'm kind of the foot in the door, so to speak. And then once you're in the door, you get to see a much prettier face than mine, and that's Carolyn. So Carolyn, if you want to introduce yourself, she's my co-host today.
Hi, thank you. Yes, this is Carolyn. I'm over customer experience here at IXN. So once you have products with us and are getting them set up, I'm the person that you work with to answer any questions you have and make sure you understand thoroughly what you have and all your integrations are set up the way you need it, kind of ongoing as you continue your relationship here with IXN.
And if any of you have ever dealt with Carolyn, you probably understand how IXN is different than most of the other people in the industry. People like Carolyn is really what makes working with IXN a great experience. And I hear nothing but, I go out to a lot of the industry conferences, so I'm going to toot your horn a little bit here, Carolyn. And what I'm constantly hearing from our customers and those who engage with Carolyn is that she's very helpful and, responsive. And, we pride ourselves a lot on that. Is if you have issues, it's technology. There's going to be questions. There's going to be things that don't work at times. And that's just, comes with being a technology company. That happens to Amazon. That happens to Google. It happens to everybody. But what we think sets you apart as a technology company is that customer experience. How fast do we respond to issues, fix issues, answer questions, things like that. And Carolyn's really great heading up that team. So, let's get into our presentation. So these are the things we're going to go over today. We only have 30 minutes, and we'd love to hear you guys' feedback. If you like these types of webinars, we don't do these often. Most of our webinars are new things because we're constantly coming out with new stuff. But if you guys like this, those of you who have joined us today, please let us know in the comments or in the chat that you'd like to see more of this, and we can certainly do more stuff like this if you guys want to do more. We just figured with today's climate, everyone's working from home, and some people might have some time, and you want to make sure that you're getting the most out of your platform, and then also allowing your agents who are maybe quarantined at home to get the most out of the platform, so they know what the features are. So feel free, once we post this on our YouTube channel, anyone who's on here today will automatically be sent a recording of this. Feel free to share this with your staff, with the different people in your office, the agents who are using these products day in and day out. So today we're going to do a quick IXN background. I'm assuming everyone who's joined us is probably an IXN customer, but possibly not. So we want to make sure that those of you who are not IXN customers know what we offer. We're just going to quickly run through that. We're going to talk about best practices, some features that from our experience, people just don't know that they have. There's been a lot of new things coming out from IXN. That's another thing about working with IXN is we are constantly trying to improve our platform and add more value to what you're doing with us. And so you may not know some of the new things that have come out. We're going to talk about quote actions. That's something that's really unique to us, a way that we do e-apps, e-tickets, and more. And so you may not know what you can do there, so we want to walk you through that. And then in the last 6 to 8 months, we've done a lot of new integrations with agency management systems and CRM. So Smart Office, Insurio, and Radius. So we'll walk through some of those and kind of how those work. And we're going to be doing more there as well. So if you are, last week we did a webinar for the Smart Office integration. We've had a pretty intense response from that. So if you want to learn more about that, if you're interested in talking to a Smart Office rep, we'd be happy to get you in touch with somebody. Reach out to us. We'll share our contact information at the end of this webinar. But yeah, we'd love to connect you with them and show you how the integration works and things like that. If you're already a Smart Office customer, it's no extra cost to get it set up. If you're an IXN and Smart Office customer. And so we'll talk about some of those things. And then probably the least utilized feature of our platform is some of the API endpoints that you can use for autofilling. And then we'll quickly go over what's coming. So who is IXN? We are making life insurance quick and easy for agents and advisors. We try to make it as easy as possible for your agents to run quotes, to do comparisons, to text quotes out, to all the different things that they need to do to really run their life insurance business, including submitting business. We got some cool things that are going to be coming out that we can't talk about just yet, but we think it's going to be really revolutionary. And so we'll try to cover that here soon. A big thing that IXN does, one of our big kind of claim to fame is our mobile app platform. That's really what sets IXN apart. Minus, plus some of the other things I talked about, like especially Carolyn here. But really, our platform that puts your business in your pocket. If you haven't been to our, or if you haven't seen the mobile app platform, we're going to be going over how to get the most out of your mobile app platform as well on Thursday. So sign up for that webinar. Today, we're mainly focusing on the web platform. But this is really kind of our feature product that is probably our most popular product, and probably what IXN is known best for is we build brokerage mobile apps that are branded for you that your agents can download. And you can see some of the stats there. We're the #1 provider of mobile solutions in the life insurance industry today. If you search life insurance quotes, anything like that along those lines, you're probably going to get about 90 apps that show up in the store. And 75 or so of them we built. We quote millions and millions of products, so we have quite a bit coming through our platform, and yeah, lots of cool stuff there. So the overall IXN ecosystem, we like to give you this little view here into IXN. So this is kind of the pieces that an agent goes through, is analyzing and quoting, kind of, getting all their information, looking at the underwriting guides, product information, and then getting the actual comparisons, getting them off to their client, finding out their client's need, things like that. And then the next step that we move into is this next section, which is applying. So tickets, e-apps, traditional PDFs, we help you with that piece. And then we have some other pieces to help you market your business as well. So we have our API platform where you can, if you're looking to build an online direct marketing platform, we have a consumer-facing quote engine. And then we also do website development. So a big thing about IXN is we're cross-platform. We focus on web and mobile. And so we try to make everything work on lots of different types of platforms. So this is probably where we're going to focus a lot of our time on. This is where a majority of the quotes through IXN are run. This is our agency life quoter. This plugs right into your website. It's an agent-facing tool. You can quote term, GUL, final expense, table rate with table rates, riders. There's integrated underwriting guides and tickets, and you can do PDF comparisons. You can even text quotes out to your clients and to your agents from this platform. And this platform is integrated really nicely with like Smart Office, for example. This is one of the pieces that's integrated there. We have our forms engine. This is going to be your like new business forms, supplemental forms, customer service forms, things like that, change of beneficiary forms. But if you need a new business packet, you can access that here. Our mobile app platform, I talked a little bit about that. Really nice. We focus a lot on user experience and making it easy to use. It really stands, I think our platform really stands apart. We have a ticket that's integrated right in. So with some carriers, we go directly to the carrier. We've also got third-party integrations with companies like Applicant for their e-ticket. We have an electronic application and signature process where you can electronically fill out the full application and send it off to the client to e-sign to get an in good order application. We have our Life Quotes API. This is if you're building your own interface and you're looking to just access the rates. And then we have our website and consumer-facing quote engine. This is like a lead generation type tool. So if you're a BGA and you want to provide a website to your agents or just a quote engine to plug into your website, some brokerages I've seen brokerages use this as maybe they're working with like a PNC shop that has a website and they want to as visitors go on there, they can run a quick quote and it generates a lead, and then you can sell that person a life insurance policy. So really nice little platform for that. And then everything is managed by our dashboard. One of the things that's really unique about IXN is the amount of visibility that we give you into what's happening with your platform. If you may not know this, but we can build custom reports for you. So talk to Carolyn, and if you want to get a weekly report of all the quotes that have been run on the platform, we can do that. We call it a pulse, and so it goes out every week, and you just get an email with that information. But the dashboard you can log into and see real-time analytics. You can select your carriers and manage your mobile app, all those types of things. So that's really the overall IXN platform. Those are the products that IXN offers. There's a lot of features within each of those products, and we're constantly looking to improve those. So now I'm going to turn it over to Carolyn. She's going to talk a little bit about the agency life quoter and some of the features that are available to you now that you may not know about. So go ahead, Carolyn.
Thank you. I'm excited to talk to you about the Agency Life Quoter. This is one of our products that we've made a lot of improvements to. So I want to point out some of the key things that you can do now that maybe you weren't aware that you could. With the Agency Life Quoter, you can have a pretty flexible what you can quote all in one quote. You can quote multiple health categories, product types, and newly added the face amounts where you can have up to 3 face amounts. And then all of this can be included with a login, which can help with some of the integrations that we'll talk about later. Moving on to once you've run a quote, in the quote results, you can um, sort and filter the results, especially if you're doing a lot of criteria at once. This can be really helpful to fine tune to exactly what you're looking for. I may show you that in just a little bit here. Actually, let's go ahead and go and demo a quote real quick if we can, Lassa. Um, we're already in the
Yeah.
quote results here on our demo platform, and you see right now we've got, because we've run multiple health categories, product types, face amounts, we've got 137 results. And so if we wanted to fine tune that even further, you go to either search, like if you're looking for a particular product or carrier name, it's responsive to show you the results there. And then that icon in the corner is for further filtering. So you can sort your tabs there at the top by the face amount, and then you can group it, say by face amount, so you have them in separate tabs. The same with like the health category or product type if you run multiple of those. So you can compare. And also we have the premium filter, so you can search for results within a certain price range. So you can meet the needs of your client that way. And then something we're really excited about still in that feature section is the new filter by features. I know a lot of people right now have been asking me if they can emphasize things like things that have accelerated underwriting. So you could actually do a search to see only the results that do have like carriers that have that accelerated underwriting program. Um,
Yeah, I think this is really cool, Carolyn. I've actually been getting a lot of feedback as I've been talking to people about this. So there's a lot of power in this little drop down here. I don't think anyone else out there really does this, as far as I've seen. But because you can see, if we go any features, right, we had 137 results. A lot of times, a client has a specific, or an agent has a specific need that they're meeting for that client, whether it's mortgage protection type product, they're really looking for living benefits type products. This product feature filtering here allows them to really get to what they're looking for. So, for example, if I click on critical illness covered, a lot of these are going to be living benefits type of carriers who have features within that within those products that help them get to there. Oh, let me run that quote again here. Um, so I think that's, we put this in as kind of like this is our first iteration to this. Um, but you can see as I click on this has a ton from American National. This has a ton of different issues covered. This is going to be your living benefits type of product. Same thing with like National Life Group. A lot of different things are covered in this, and it's also convertible or renewable. Or if we're doing like a mortgage protection type product where maybe eventually they want to lower the face amount, um, so they want to see ones that have an option to decrease face amount. This custom choice UL from Protective, I know, has been a pretty popular product as a mortgage protection product, and it has the option to decrease the face amount as you go on, as you pay down your mortgage. So a lot of cool things that come with this kind of feature filtering. And if you're a brokerage and you have our products, I recommend you train your agents. I mean, go in there and get familiar with it first, but train your agents on how to use this filtering because it's pretty powerful. And this is like I said, this is our first iteration to it, so there's more coming on that as well.
right. I guess while we're in the quote results, that's okay.
Oh,
um, you can also, this is a good tool to also send information to your clients. There's this compare filter. If we check box a few of these, you have the option to kind of look at a side by side with each of them, their prices and their features, and then also send this information on to either your agents if you're one of the staff sending information out, or the agent can send it to their client, either download the PDF, email, or text it even from their web platform. They can still text that, and we've got a few different layouts for them to choose from. Some of these layouts are brand new as well. Um, Let me see here.
right. You guys have probably seen this one before, right? These two here are new. So if we do like you want to look at this premium comparison here? Let's just text it. Let's just go down there. So this is a new layout. A lot of people wanted a more condensed kind of version of the PDF. So this is something um, that we have here.
Hmm. And so that's kind of the main, just like every agency life quoter has all of these things for you. Um, but one of the things that really makes it shine are the quote actions that you can add to the agency life quoter. Lassa, were you gonna cover that more?
Yeah, actually, before we get into that, one thing I want to mention here that I think, because we haven't really marketed it a whole lot, something that we have that's new that a lot of people don't know about here in the PDF options, we can actually build custom PDFs here. So if you as a BGA are finding that these don't fulfill your needs and you are looking for something very specific, let us know. Reach out, and there is a fee associated with it, but we can build you you can completely design your own PDF, or tell us what you want, and we'll design it, and we can add a custom PDF option here for you. That's one thing that a lot of people don't know is there, um, is that ability. So I wanted to make sure we pointed that out to you guys. So if there's something that you want that we don't do currently, let us know, and we can help you with that. Let's see here. Did we cover everything in
I
this in
think
these two
so.
slides? One thing that I think we glossed
All
over
right.
here is this toolbox.
Oh,
You want to
right.
talk about that a little bit,
So this
Carolyn?
is also a new feature where you can find, well, this is where we're going to be adding a lot of other robust tools to the agency life quoter as we go along. But here is where you can find the underwriting guides for all of your carriers and just like download those PDFs for yourself to get all the details about the different products as you're running your quote. And then two, we have some training material in the toolbox where your agents can be taken on a guided tour of the quoter as they're getting familiar with it to kind of help ease them into using this tool and make less work for you because this training is already right here for them. Um,
Yeah, one thing I'll note on that is for those of you who have maybe new agents coming on, maybe it's a new agent for just for you, or maybe it's a new agent to the industry. It should show this tutorial the first time they use it, but encourage them to walk through it the first time they use it. It'll actually run a quote for them. It'll show them different pieces of it and things like that, and really kind of helps whether they're transitioning from one of our competitors' platforms to ours, or if they're just new to the industry and need some help. We try to make it easy. To onboard new agents, and that this is one of the things that we've put in here. And you'll see more things coming to this toolbox, so keep an eye on that. Check in on that every once in a while. You want to talk about
Oh,
the
right.
forms
Sorry
layout and
about
flow?
that. With the agency life quoter, um, he already showed you that drop down that had the feature view where you could see the list of features for the different carriers, but that's not the only thing you can view additional details. If you have our forms engine, you can also download forms straight from here. So like your agent could search for the new business forms in that standard packet and then like download them from there as well as the other uh, forms that they need for their application. Um, and so they can just get started straight from there. These forms are fillable, so they'll be able to fill them out and continue on with what they need to do with those. Back in the quoter, um, we also have some carrier information. Yeah. We also can, there, in addition to like the new business forms, any supplemental or marketing or customer forms that you need, we have those as well. Um,
But this is new. This is something we've kind of quietly been adding as we've been going, is like marketing material. So we've been adding, like, here's a consumer one. This is like a life insurance infographic, I believe. So this is like consumer facing, something you can share with consumers from Protective. Um, and but if you go to agent marketing, you can see, like, hey, how Plus works, for example, under Protective here. Different carriers have different stuff. So we've been quietly adding product information and marketing tools into our forms engine. So keep an eye on this. Check in every once in a while. Once we have once we feel like we have all of our carriers covered there, um, then we'll do more of an official announcement here. But just keep in mind, a lot of our carriers actually have this information in there already, and so this is really useful information that the carrier provides, and we're going to keep this up to date and things like that. So there's like a plus eligibility checklist here, for example. Um, so this is for underwriting, and so you can come in here and kind of see where people fit, if they fit under those plus products. And so lots of different lots. There's a lot of information in our forms engine. I think a lot of people just don't realize is there. Um, And there's more than just new business forms, right? You got customer service forms, so change of beneficiary forms, things like that. We have our underwriting guides available here. Supplemental forms are available here. So there's a lot of information in this. You can get it right here from the quote results, but you can also go straight to our forms engine and just say, hey, I want American General for you need to select the term for Colorado, and then this is. But we can go in here and say, hey, I want to see if they have any agent marketing stuff. Okay, cool. We've got a few different things here that I can utilize. You can also go list view. So each carrier is going to have some of this information. So I definitely spend some time exploring our forms engine because there's been a lot of information added in this, and we've spent a lot of time working on our forms engine, adding tools and adding products and stuff like that to it and carriers over the years. A few years back, a lot of customers came to us and they would cancel the forms engine because we didn't have all the carriers that they needed in the forms. So we've really worked hard to add more carriers to our forms engine and to make sure that those are up to date, so that people can have confidence in that product as well.
Yeah, I think that's about all I want to cover on these features because I do want to get into our e-apps and e-tickets options as well. Uh, 'cause- um,
Sure.
because this is where you can really make the agency life quoter your own and make the workflow really smooth. With that e-application, this is like the full application that the agents can fill out and then send to um, their client for an electronic signature, and then that completed PDF is available to your agency to download and then submit to the carrier. This is available for any agency life quoter. The first 50 completed tickets in the month are uh, no additional charge. And so there's really no downside to giving it a shot and helping that streamline your processes while everyone is remote. Because it's a web-friendly platform, pretty clean layout.
Yeah, so right here in the quote results, there's a get started button. And some people may not realize that you can completely customize this area,
Right.
right?
You see here we've got some kind of standard options with the download text and PDF. Um, but we also have here the e-app and also the e-ticket. And then right there with the info, um, oh, sorry, you can really add any link that you already use to this section. Like with that e-app, you can get started on the full application. The e-ticket, that's an integration with Express Complete to do like a short application that's finished over the phone. And then that info right there, you can say link out to a carrier website, or if you have your own form, you can link your form in to process in house. It really can be kind of mix and matched to meet the needs of your agency. And if you have more questions with that, I can work with you to make sure we've got the links and integrations that you need to really make this a powerful tool for you.
Okay. We're getting a little bit of an echo. I'm not sure if everyone else is getting that echo too. Those of you who are watching
Sorry.
um, on your voice there. Um, So basically, I'll just recap this. You can completely customize this area. So the Express Complete integration here, if you want to plug that in, if you want to plug in any kind of link, so this can link out to the Legal and General website. That's all done from the dashboard. You can customize that area, and then we have our own electronic application here where the signature and the filling of the form is powered by our partner Paperless Solutions group. They can go through a full application right here. And these are the e-app approved carriers on our platform. So that's a fairly new system. So we wanted to make sure that we shared that with you guys. And we are running a little bit here, so we're going to hear let's talk about a few other pieces we want to talk about.
Oh, sorry.
Like,
I couldn't hear very well for a second there. Um,
um,
so with
hopefully
the
the
e-ticket,
information that we shared today was helpful to you. It sounds like we're having some issues. Working remote is fun. Sometimes you have these issues, but let's just wrap it up with a few other things. If you need help, I will say reach out to Carolyn. I'm happy to help with any of the integrations and helping you get more out of the platform. Feel free to reach out to Carolyn or myself. We have a few integrations here that I do want to finish up and make sure we show you. And this is our Smart Office integration. We just launched that recently. If you're a current Smart Office user um, or an IXN user, this is something we can set up for you. If you're interested in talking to the Smart Office team, we can connect you there, and vice versa. So it's a really great integration right from within Smart Office. You're working in a contact record. We can integrate the IXN quote engine right into that process, and also our forms engine into that process, right into your agency management system. So if you're interested in getting that set up, that is live and ready to go. We're setting people up right now, and with kind of a beta test type of thing in mind, and then but it is live. We've also got an integration there with our mobile app. So if you have our mobile app platform, you can. I think this is really cool. You can push case status right through the mobile app to your agents. Saves you a ton of time. So they get a push notification, a real-time notification as the case status changes within Smart Office. It pushes that message out and gets it right to your clients or to your agents, so they get real-time notifications there. Last but not least, we wanted to show you the Insurio integration, and this is from our consumer-facing quote engine. Insurio is a life insurance focused CRM, really nice CRM that basically is a great way to manage your IXN leads that come from the quote engine, the consumer-facing lead gen quote engine. So it plugs right into your website or your agent's website or that PNC shop's website that you're working with. They can run a quick quote. They get the quote results, they select the one that they want, and they fill out a little bit of information, and that information goes right into Insurio. Here's a view into, here's your information on that specific contact, right from within Insurio. Oh, and one last thing, advanced configuration. So all of our tools within the IXN platform have advanced configurations built into them. So what that means is if you've got like an agent portal and your consumers can log into that agent portal, or your agents can log into that portal, within that portal you can autofill different pieces of our quote engine. So for example, this is what we did with Smart Office, but this can be integrated this way with your website as well. So if you wanted to autofill the agent information or anything else coming from your system to ours, those API endpoints are available. There's no extra cost for that. If you need help understanding that, it does usually require a little bit more development. So if you have a developer who developed your website, let us know. And so yeah, really great stuff there. We'll feel free to talk to us, and we'd be happy to share some information on that and talk to your developer and share documentation on how to set all that up. So we want to finish up with what's coming. So this is pretty big. We're working on new lines of business on the IXN platform: annuities, long-term care, disability, and permanent life. So big things coming in 2020 or 2020. So keep an eye out for announcements around those things. I also mentioned earlier some other pieces that we're doing. We're going to be doing more integrations with Smart Office. We're going to be doing lots of different things here in 2020. We have a lot of cool plans in play for new things that we're doing. So thanks for joining us, guys. Here is my contact information and also Carolyn's contact information. Feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to help. If you need help getting value out of the platform or making sure that it's working for you. Thanks for joining us. If there's any questions, we'll stay on here and answer any questions you have. But it seems like most people have jumped off at this point. So we will be sharing a a recording of this webinar on our YouTube channel, and then those of you who joined us will automatically be sent it. So thanks for joining. Let us know. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Those are our direct contact information. So we'd love to hear from you. And Carolyn, thanks for joining us and co-hosting this with me. Sounds good. Take it easy, everybody.
Thank you. I look forward to working with you guys to get the most out of your products with us.